Hello and welcome back to another episode of Command Block Creations. In today's episode I'll be showing you how to create an experience shop. So this will be somewhere where you can get items or blocks by deducting XP from the player. So I have 10 levels of XP and it says here fried chicken for 6 XP. So if I right click this button I get given chicken and 6 levels of XP get removed from my experience level mount. So I'll be showing you how to make this. It's actually really simple. It involves 2 command blocks, a comparator and some redstone and obviously a button. Like I said, it's pretty simple to make. First thing you need to do is to make that button arrangement. So we need to put the button on a material of some sort, and then behind that we need to put some redstone in line with that block the button's on, so that when we right click the button the redstone signal is transmitted. Now we need to wire this redstone up to a command block like so. Now in this command block we need to give the command that gives the player the chicken. So I'm going to put give as the command and space, gives command for giving players items. You say which player, you put @p, the player who presses the button, and then you need to put 2 square brackets, and this is where inside these brackets you put an argument. And the argument we need to use is something called LM equals. LM stands for minimum level, so we need to say what the minimum level of the player is before we can give them the item. And let's say we want our chicken to actually be worth 8 levels of XP, we put LM equals 8. Then after this square bracket we put space, and then we put the ID of the item we want. So I want chicken and I believe that is 366 in ID. If you'd like more than one item to be returned, so if you want, like, let's say 6 pieces of chicken to be returned, we have the ID, then you put space and then the amount you want to be returned, so I'll put 6. If you want an item of a specific data tag, for example if we wanted a block of orange wool, we would put the ID of wool, which is 35, space, the amount, so let's say we only wanted 1, put 1, space again, and then the data tag of orange wool, which happens to be 1. But for this purpose we're just going to leave that as 366 our piece of chicken and only return 1 piece of chicken. Now we need to put a comparator behind this command block with the 1 torch facing outwards, and then put another command block there. Inside this command block we need to put the following command, which is XP. So this is basically a command block that's going to handle taking XP levels away from the player now that we've tested for them having the amount of XP and given them the item. So we put XP space, then we say by how many levels we want to deduct by. We said the chicken would be worth 8, therefore we would say -8, and it's important after -8 we put L, capital L. This says to deduct 8 levels of XP. L means levels. If we just put -8 it would deduct -8 of experience, which cannot actually happen in the game. So we make sure you have L space, and then you have to have @p, which is the player, and then we have to put the argument that we had before, which is LM equals, and then the XP, I believe it was 8. Reason why is we don't want the game to accidentally deduct XP from the player if they didn't actually initially have the amount of XP levels required for the item. So this is just sort of a safety measure, so they only get the XP deducted if they actually got the item. So now we're going to test this out. So as you can see at the bottom I've got 4 levels XP and we require 8 to get 1 piece of chicken. So if we right click this button, nothing should happen, no chicken's given to me and no XP is deducted. Now if I run this command just to give me some more levels, and now I've got 8 levels of XP, which is the required amount. Right click the button, we get a piece of chicken and all 8 levels of XP get removed because we told the game to remove 8 levels of XP once we get our chicken. So that's how you create an experience shop. Obviously you can have endless amounts of these different things for different items, different XP levels required, and if you could play around this experience shop thing to have, like, you have to have a certain amount of items or something in order to give you something. So yeah, possibilities are endless. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Command Block Creations, and I hope to see you guys next episode. Bye.